He was a knight and a poet, a man of action and of words. This is the turbulent life of Sir Thomas Wyatt. At the brutal court of Henry VIII, Wyatt danced with danger, serving a king whose favor was as fickle as the wind. It was in moments of reflection, amid political intrigue and a feigned, ill-fated love, that his true genius emerged. His poetry, a raw expression of courtly chaos and human emotion, would pave the way for a new era of English literature.
Welcome to Verse and Melody, where poetry breathes and words become music. Today, we step into the restless heart of the Renaissance to explore the life and poetry of Sir Thomas Wyatt, a man caught between duty and desire, power and peril, love and silence.
Sir Thomas Wyatt was born in 1503 during the reign of Henry VIII, a time of ambition, intrigue, and danger. He was not only a poet, but also a diplomat, serving in the royal court. This meant living close to power, but also dangerously close to betrayal. Wyatt traveled across Europe, especially to Italy, where he encountered the works of Francesco Petrarch. Petrarch's influence changed English poetry forever. Before Wyatt, English verse was quite rigid, but Wyatt introduced the sonnet form into English literature, a style filled with emotional intensity, contradiction, and inner conflict. His poetry often reflects courtly love, emotional suffering, the tension between desire and restraint. There are even whispers, never confirmed, that he may have loved Anne Boleyn, the future queen, whose fate would shake the kingdom. Whether true or not, his poetry feels like the voice of someone who loved deeply and suffered silently.
Let's enter the poem itself. I Find No Peace is one of Wyatt's most powerful works. It is actually a translation and adaptation of a sonnet by Petrarch, but Wyatt makes it his own, sharper, colder, more personal. The poem is built on contradictions. Let's feel a few lines. I find no peace, and all my war is done. I fear and hope. I burn and freeze like ice. Already we are inside a storm of emotions.
This poem is about emotional conflict, the kind that cannot be resolved. Wyatt describes a state where he is at war, yet the war is over. He feels fear and hope at the same time. He burns with passion, yet feels frozen. This is not logical, and that's the point. It reflects the experience of unreturned love, or love that cannot exist freely. The speaker feels trapped. He cannot escape his feelings. He cannot express them safely. He cannot find peace. One of the most powerful ideas in the poem is this: love becomes a prison. He writes of being held captive, neither alive nor dead, powerless, yet consumed. This suggests a deeper truth. Sometimes the greatest suffering is not from loss, but from being unable to act.
This poem is also about identity and control. At court, Wyatt had to hide his true thoughts. In love, he may have had to hide his true feelings. So what happens? The conflict moves inward. Instead of speaking out, his emotions turn into paradox: fire and ice, freedom and imprisonment, life and death. This creates a psychological tension that feels incredibly modern.
"I find no peace" speaks to anyone who has ever loved in silence, felt torn between two emotions, been unable to change their situation. Even today, centuries later, Wyatt's voice feels real, immediate, human. Because the truth is, the heart does not follow logic.
Sir Thomas Wyatt gave English poetry a new voice, one filled with contradiction, intensity, and honesty. In "I Find No Peace," he shows us that sometimes the loudest battles are the ones fought in silence. Thank you for listening to Verse and Melody. If you felt this poem, stay with us. There are many more voices waiting to be heard.
He was a knight at Henry VIII's court, but his true battles were fought in verse. Sir Thomas Wyatt, a man of power who dared to write of desire and despair. Caught between the king's tyranny and Anne Boleyn's allure, his poetry was both his sanctuary and his downfall. His words survived the axe, shaping English literature forever. A poet silenced, but never forgotten.